Hey everyone, welcome to our webinar. We're super excited to have you all with us today. We're going to get started in just a minute so we can give everyone a chance to trickle in. So in the meantime, let us know in the chat where you're tuning in from.
Oh, Texas, nice. I'm also in Texas.
Oh, Austin. That's also where Rodrigo is from.
Shout out
Yay.
Austin.
Bay Area. That's where I was born and raised. Nice. A few other folks from the Bay.
Colorado. Florida.
Oh, Orange County. I'm from Orange County.
East
Exciting.
Coasters,
Some
New
East
York,
Coast.
New
Yep.
Jersey. Very exciting.
Awesome. We have a good amount of folks just joining from all parts of the nation.
Welcome all.
Welcome. Awesome. So it looks like we have a good number of folks here with us. So let's get started. We have an exciting topic lined up today, which is centered around powering up your shipping to grow your business this peak season. Before we get started, I'd like to introduce our speakers who will be sharing their insights with you all today. So first, we have myself. My name is Dominique, and I'm a product marketing manager here at Shippo. I've been at Shippo for almost 3 years now, and on my day-to-day, I help bring new features to market, as well as focus on helping our merchants grow their business through quick and cost-effective shipping. Rodrigo will also be joining me today, who's a product support manager here at Shippo. Rodrigo, would you like to give a quick intro of yourself?
Absolutely. Thanks, Dominique. Hey, everyone. My name is Rodrigo. I've been at Shippo in the support team since 2019. On my day-to-day, the support team helps out Shippo customers like you all in case any issues arise, any questions about Shippo or shipping. And I'm very excited to be part of this webinar and show you some amazing features.
Awesome. Thanks, Rodrigo. And in the background, we also have D'Angelo, who'll be answering any questions that you have in the questions panel. And he'll also be sharing some helpful resources throughout the webinar. So D'Angelo is on our product support team, and he has immense product knowledge as he's been at Shippo for almost 3.5 years now. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask away. So before we dive in, there's a few housekeeping items to keep in mind. So this webinar will last about 45 minutes. We have a packed agenda that we'll walk you through in just a moment. And throughout the session, we encourage you to really ask questions using the questions panel, and that's located at the bottom right-hand corner of the screen next to the chat tab. So we'll address your questions directly in the chat or during our dedicated Q&A session at the end of the call. We're also recording today's webinar, and we'll be sending out the recording afterwards, so you'll all have the info that you need to revisit later on. Now let's take a quick look at today's agenda. First up, we'll start by exploring the challenges of peak season and the unique opportunities that it presents. And then we'll dive into how to tackle these challenges by providing you with actionable strategies to expedite your shipping and elevate your customer experience to drive repeat business and growth. Finally, we'll wrap everything up and have a Q&A session at the end where we'll address any questions that you have. Now let's get started. To kick things off, I have a question for everyone here. Who here has bought something online in the past week? Drop a comment in the chat and let us know what you bought. Now I'm guessing because you bought it, it seemed like a good product at a fair price and it was easy for you to find and purchase. Now imagine it was supposed to arrive in 3 days, but those 3 days pass and nothing. Your order hasn't shown up and it's frustrating, right? Or even worse, you don't even hear a single update on where your package is. You start wondering if the retailer even got your order to begin with, and your excitement starts turning into worry and frustration. You begin thinking, man, maybe this retailer isn't that great after all. So it's definitely not a good feeling. This is the last thing you want your customers to feel about your brand. What happens after your customers hits buy is equally as important to having a great product, great marketing, and an easy sales process. As we head into the busy peak season, this becomes even more important than ever. So with orders piling up, ensuring that your shipping is fast, reliable, and transparent is very key to keeping your customers happy and your business thriving. And so that's exactly what we're here to talk about today with you all. How you can master your shipping process during peak season to deliver an exceptional customer experience. So to set the stage a bit, let's look at some numbers for this peak season. According to eMarketer, US holiday retail e-commerce sales are expected to break records this year, reaching 271.58 billion, which is a 9.5% increase from 2023. This means that you're in for a very busy peak season. Now, while the busy season offers huge opportunities for growth, it also brings challenges. This is because with more people shopping for major holidays like Black Friday, Cyber Monday, and Christmas, your sales are bound to surge. So handling this increase in orders quickly without sacrificing on service quality is really crucial so that you can ensure your customers receive their packages in a timely manner. Another thing I'm sure you all know is that the bar for shipping has been set high by industry giants like Amazon. So this also reinforces the expectation that customers have for fast and reliable shipping nowadays. This expectation will only be amplified during the holidays when timely delivery is a must. That's why it's so crucial to streamline your shipping process to ensure speed and reliability. Now, with all that said though, meeting these expectations isn't just about getting packages out the door quickly. It's about the entire shipping experience from the moment the order is placed to when it arrives at the customer's doorstep and potentially when it's even returned back to you. So having things like seamless tracking and returns really helps you build trust and meet customer expectations, which leads to loyalty and business growth. So as the holiday season approaches, it's really essential to start preparing now and optimizing your fulfillment workflow in order to make the most out of peak season. So like we mentioned earlier, it's really frustrating when you order something and it doesn't arrive in a timely manner. You certainly don't want your customers feeling this way. During peak season, when orders are piling up, the goal is to ship fast and get orders delivered quickly without compromising on quality. However, this can be pretty difficult to do if you don't have an efficient shipping workflow in place. So by optimizing your shipping workflow, you can keep customers happy as well as free up any valuable time to focus on other critical parts of your business.
Absolutely, Dominique. Speeding up your shipping process during peak season is essential to keeping your customers happy. Let's imagine this. I run an imaginary business called Rod's Rocks. During peak season, everyone wants to buy my pet rocks as holiday gifts. I've got a Shopify store and an Etsy store. Orders are pouring in from both sides. It can get pretty hectic to manage all my orders on two separate platforms. This is where Shippo helps. Whether you've got a single Wix store, two Amazon stores, or a Shopify and an Etsy store like Rod's Rocks, Shippo connects with all your e-commerce platforms and centralizes your orders. By doing so, you can seamlessly manage your orders and streamline your shipping to get orders out faster, save time, and make sure your customers get their orders as soon as possible. What's also great about this is that your tracking information automatically syncs back to your stores and marks orders as fulfilled. So there's no need for you to go back to your Amazon stores, for instance, and paste the tracking information for each order. That's all taken care of. So now, let me show you how easy it is to connect your stores to Shippo. So first, you go to Settings, and on the Settings bar, you'll see Stores. This is where you can connect all your e-commerce stores. I'm going to choose Shopify, and as easy as just pasting the link to my Shopify store, clicking Continue, and we'll just let Shippo connect to Shopify. Give it a couple of seconds to connect, and I'll be redirected back to the order store. Now, if you don't see your orders right away, there's a couple of things you can do. You can sync your orders to let Shippo know that you're looking for new orders from Shopify, and this will happen automatically for Shopify every 15 minutes, and for other stores between 15 minutes and an hour. And then I just reload the page, and all my Shopify stores are in my orders page. Simple as that. Now that you've seen how easy it is to integrate all your e-commerce stores into Shippo, you're already set up for success by centralizing your orders in one place. But with the influx of orders that come in during peak season, simply having them all in one place isn't enough. You need a way to quickly sort, prioritize, and manage these orders to stay on top of things. Maybe that's because you have a variety of stores, SKUs, or a mixture of domestic and international orders. Take Rod's Rocks, for example. We ship pet rocks globally, so we get a large amount of domestic and international orders. At Rod's Rocks, we like to prioritize our international orders first because international orders typically take longer in transit. Thankfully, with Shippo, I can use filters to view orders that are only international to fulfill all my international orders first, easily. This helps us expedite our workflow, ensuring we're prioritizing the right orders, which is important during the holiday rush. Shippo also filters Shippo also has filters. You can view only domestic orders or only view orders that match a selected criteria like date, store, items, weight, and more. You can even combine filters for a powerful way to quickly view priority orders or orders that need special attention in order to expedite your workflow. Let me show you an example. So in the orders page, you'll see the orders bar at the very top of the page. Here is all the criteria that you can set. So I'm looking for only international orders. So I go to destinations and click international, and only international orders will appear. I can also save this filter search for future reference. So in the click of a button, I can go back and search for this criteria very easily.
Awesome. Thanks for giving us the rundown on filters, Rodrigo. Filters really are a great way to help you quickly sort and prioritize your orders based on various criteria. However, if you need custom filtering options to better manage your orders, you can check out Shippo tags. Tags are basically custom labels that allow you to mark orders into groups, filter by them, and perform any special fulfillment workflow that you'd like. For example, let's take a look at Rod's Rocks business. International orders are high priority, but the highest priority of orders for us are really those that are being shipped to Canada and Mexico. It's essential for us to get these orders out first, but we don't currently have a way to sort by all of them. So what I can do is create a high priority tag and either manually or automatically assign this tag to our orders being shipped to Canada and Mexico. This tag will make it super easy to just go in, identify, and easily manage these highest priority orders first. So let me show you how to do this within Shippo. So on the orders page, there's a column called tags. Now, if you hover over the plus sign, this will allow you to create any custom tag of your choice. So I'm going to click the new tag button here, then choose between one of these icons. I'll go with the flag and title my tag high priority. So once I hit save, my tag will be created and it will automatically be assigned to my order just like this. So now I'm going to start assigning this tag to my other high priority shipments that are going to Mexico and Canada, just like this. So basically, once all my orders have the right tag assigned, I can go up to my tags filter here that's located in the filter bar at the top of the orders page and filter by all my high priority orders. So I'm going to apply the filter now. And this way, I'm not just filtering by just international orders, but really my highest priority of orders, which again are those going to Canada and Mexico. So now that I have my orders filtered, I can perform any special fulfillment workflow that I like with it. So now that brings me to our next topic. If you have certain orders that, let's say, require the same package template or service level, you can make those edits all at once to save time. For instance, all these high priority orders from Rod's Rocks will need the same service level applied to them. And what's really great is that within Shippo, these edits can be done in bulk instead of one by one. So this saves us so much time on shipping. Let me show you what this looks like. So on your orders page, you can select on multiple orders by clicking on this checkbox here to the left. Then you'll see this green bulk editing bar appear where you can apply tags, edit addresses, view items, choose package templates, or choose the same service levels for multiple orders all at once. So let's say I want to ship all these high priority packages using USPS. I can click on choose right here. So that way I can apply the same USPS service level to all these orders at once. So I'm just going to select on this USPS service level right here. Now I'm going to click out of the side panel to quickly show you what all my orders look like now. As you can see, they all have the same service level applied to them, and all it took was a few simple clicks. So again, instead of having to go through each order and selecting a service level one by one, this allows me to expedite my shipping process to get orders delivered on time during the busy season. And best of all, after all your orders have been edited and are good to go, you can purchase them in bulk to save time as well. So what I'm going to do now is click buy right here, and what this is going to do is purchase all 4 labels at the same time. So what's really great about this too is that when you purchase labels in bulk, all your labels will be centralized in a single file for you to download. So basically, if I click on download just like this, You'll notice that all my labels here are in one single PDF. So this makes things super, super convenient for me instead of having to go in and download labels one by one.
Great. That's awesome. Now that we've explored how bulk editing works and helps you manage multiple orders efficiently by applying changes in one go, it's clear that this can save you a lot of time during the busy peak season. But what if you could take it a step further and have certain tasks done automatically without needing to lift a finger? That's where Shippo automations comes in. With automations, you can set specific rules and actions that trigger automatically, saving even more time and efficiently optimizing your workflow. Also, when you're dealing with an influx of orders, the last thing you want to worry about is keeping track of all the different ways you ship, like making sure a particular item goes in a specific box, or that a carrier is selected for a certain type of order. Not only does managing all those rules in your head waste valuable time, it can get confusing and even lead to shipping mistakes that can disrupt your workflow and your customer's experience. To simplify your process and ship out orders faster, automate repetitive actions. For instance, some examples of automations you can integrate into your workflow include assigning a specific package template based on an item's quantity, assigning a specific service level based on a package's weight, or assigning a specific tag, like Dom just showed us, to an order based on an item's name. Let me show you an example of an automation that we use at Rods Rocks. So I'm going to create a rule. It's if-then rules. So I'm going to tell Shippo, if an item name is equal to a pet rock, then please assign a package template that I've created specifically for the pet rock item. Just going to give it a name so that my team knows what automation is being created, and a brief description so that, again, my team is aware for visibility what this automation does. So I'm just typing in the description, set package template for pet rock item. Now that the automation is created, I can run the automation straight from here. And what this will do is Shippo will scan all of my current orders. So it does take a couple of seconds for the orders to be scanned, and it'll apply this specific automation to whatever order meets the criteria. So if we go back to the orders page, you can see a little lightning bolt was applied to these these three orders, indicating that an automation was applied. And if you hover over it, you'll get more details to see exactly what automation was applied. To give you an actual example, one of our customers, Goliath Games, saw some amazing results with automations. They had a small team of 4 handling all their fulfillment. But after they started using automations, they were able to ship 50% faster. That's a huge improvement, especially during the busy periods. Plus, automations help them eliminate 75% of the shipping errors that used to happen because of manual processes. At the end of the day, we're only human. Just imagine all the time saved and headaches avoided. So when thinking about how to optimize your shipping and make life easier during the busy season, think about where you can implement automations in your workflow. Not only will you speed things up, but you'll also make sure that your customers are getting the right orders at the right time. We just seen how automations can help streamline your shipping process by automatically handling repetitive tasks, reducing errors, and saving valuable time. Another easy way to ship faster is with defaults. Defaults allow you to preset your most frequently used shipping options like carrier preferences or shipment details, so you don't have to enter them manually for every order. This is a great way to ensure consistency and further speed up your workflow, especially during the peak season when every second counts. For instance, at Rods Rocks, since we ship out plenty of international orders, an easy way for us to ship faster is by setting international defaults. We can set defaults to key details like Incoterm, purpose of shipment, and tax ID, which eliminates the need to enter this information each time we ship an international order. What's nice is that defaults can be set for other things too, like your preferred shipping carrier and service level for outbound and return shipments. So these are automatically selected when purchasing labels. You also have the option to auto-create return labels for outbound shipments, further streamlining your shipping process. Let me show you what we do at Rods Rocks. So in the international default setting, I'm currently changing my Incoterm to be DDP so that I bear the customs fees. And in the labels and packing slips setting, this is where you will be able to set your default carrier. So Rocks likes UPS ground. I think, no, maybe it's secondary to ship faster during the holiday season. And for return labels, I'm going to actually choose USPS and a USPS priority mail for my return carrier and return service level. I also checked to auto-create return labels upon purchasing an outbound label. Make sure to click Save to save your settings.
Cool. So once your orders are packed and ready to be shipped, now comes the next step, which is getting those packages to your carrier. For Rocks, and I'm sure plenty of you out there too, one of the most frustrating parts of that process is having each package individually scanned, especially if you have tens or hundreds of orders. But here's the good news. You don't have to worry about that with Manifest. A manifest is basically a document with a single barcode that allows carriers to scan all your packages at once, speeding up the whole acceptance process. So let me show you how this is done. To create a manifest in Shippo, start by navigating to your shipments page and clicking on Create Manifest right here. From there, you'll need to select your carrier account, choose the submission date, and enter the sender address. Currently, manifests are only supported for USPS through Shippo right now, so you see that the info here is specific to just USPS labels. As you're creating a manifest, keep in mind that all labels must have the same sender address. And something else to keep in mind too is that USPS manifests can be generated for labels created today and up to 4 days in advance. To include labels in today's manifest, they must be created before the cutoff time, which is midnight CST. There will even be a note to let you know how much time you have until your cutoff time comes. Any labels created after this time will automatically roll over to the next day's manifest. And you also have the option to create multiple manifests each day, providing flexibility in how you want to manage your shipments. So once you've filled out all the required details, simply click Create Manifest, and Shippo will basically handle the rest. You want to download your manifest by clicking on the download button here. And then this is the document that you'll provide to your USPS representative during package pickups and package drop-offs. So instead of scanning each package individually, your rep will scan the barcode on your manifest, allowing all your packages to be scanned and accepted at once. So this process is a really, really big time saver, especially during the busy peak season.
Thanks for sharing, Dominique. That really is a great way to save time. With all these features we just talked about, you can easily streamline your shipping to get your orders out quickly and reliably this holiday season. However, as we mentioned earlier, delivering a great customer experience isn't just about getting packages out the door quickly. It's about the entire shipping experience. This is where a seamless post-purchase experience becomes crucial. Let's dive into it. Nowadays, 93% of customers want to know where their item is during each step of the delivery process. This means that offering easy, real-time tracking isn't just a nice to have, it's a must. It gives customers peace of mind and builds trust in your brand. In fact, 21% of customer queries during a typical non-peak month are, "Where's my order?" And you can bet that number goes up during the busy season. Having good tracking in place is not only enhances the customer experience, but also helps reduce your operational costs by cutting down on support inquiries. And what's interesting to note is that on average, customers check a package tracking page 3.5 times per order. So this makes tracking a fantastic opportunity to create a positive experience, drive repeat business, and reinforce your brand. The good news is Shippo provides all the tools you need to make this happen seamlessly. With Shippo, you can automatically send tracking notifications to your customers so they know where their package is at every point in the journey. Not only does this reduce the "where's my order" questions, but also enhances their overall experience with your brand. Also, with our Pro plan, you can add your logo, brand colors, video tutorials, link to a review site, as well as product recommendations and promotions to your tracking notifications to provide an elevated experience and encourage your customers to buy more from your store. So let's see how this is done within Shippo. So first, as always, go to settings. You'll see a branding setting. This is where you can upload your logo and set your brand colors. The logo will appear on the notification emails, tracking page, and as well as the packing slip. So here I'm going to upload Rocks logo. so that my customers see our little guy whenever they check their notification emails. And from here, you can also set your brand colors. You can use the color wheel. You can, if you have a hex code, you can use the hex code. But here, I want to use the exact color that's on the logo. So I press that little tool, and as well for the yellow, we're going to press the little tool so that we have the exact color for our brand. And as always, remember to click save so that your settings are saved. Now let's take a look at the tracking page and notification emails that you can set in Shippo. On the left-hand side, you'll see a tracking setting page. Here's where you can enable, disable your notifications. Here's a quick example of what it looks like, just bare bones. I'm going to enable it. Here's where you can also set a delay. We recommend a 12-hour delay so that your customers get the notification email once the shipment is actually in transit. You can also write a small message. Here it just says your pet rock is on its way to its new home. As always, if you make any changes, make sure to hit the save button. Now let's take a look at the delivery email. This is an email that your customers will get when the package is actually delivered. You can enable, disable it. And again, write a short message for your customers. There's just saying, be prepared to have this pet rock for 7 million years. That's the life expectancy of a pet rock. So always, if you make any changes, make sure to hit save. And this is where the fun part comes in. This tracking page or delivery email could also be used for marketing purposes. So I'm going to spotlight some awesome products, other products from Rod's Rocks. So recently we came out with the funky rocks. So I want my customers to have this front and center. So I'm going to upload an image and I'm going to link to the product. So if customers are checking their tracking page, they can easily just click that image and it'll be redirected back to Rod's Rocks store. If you need to replace or delete, you have more campaigns coming up, you can do so directly from this page. And you can also recommend other products to your customers. You can recommend up to 4 products to your customers directly from the delivery email. So I'm just letting customers know, like, hey, check out these other products from Rod's Rocks. And I'm going to promote my pet rock family, I think. A single pet rock may not be enough for people, so we offer a family of pet rocks. So again, just making sure to put the link to the product here. So rodsrocks.com/product pet rock family. And again, the 3 dots will indicate that you can make changes to this later on if needed. And if you have any promotions happening in your store, you can also include them in these email notifications. So here, I'm just going to, again, put a promotion image to attract customers to come back to the store. And I'm going to put a link here. So it's rodsrocks.com/promo/new customer 1. Click save for any changes. We've encountered an error. So the great thing about Shippo is that if you're not able to move on, it'll tell you exactly what the error is. So the error here is saying that it's not an actual link. So I need to actually include the https:// to make it a clickable link. Once that's corrected, we were able to save, move on. And from here, you could also set your logo and brand colors, as well as the reply to email. I want the support team to be able to reply to any customer's inquiries if they reply directly to that email. And from here, I can also modify the logo and brand colors and also add a return policy. There's various options to add a return policy. So if you have it linked externally directly in your site, you can link that. Or if you have it here in Shippo in your packing slips, you can use that. Or if you want to just write it up, you can also do that. You can also link to your social media pages from here. So make sure to set that up from your company settings. Now, let's take a look at what a tracking page looks like. Remember, customers check this 3.5 times on average per order. So this is a great way to write repeat business. I'm going to, again, recommend the funky rocks that we showed in the delivery page, or sorry, in the delivery email, to incentivize customers to come back to my store and buy these funky rocks. So again, put in the URL for the product. And that way, when customers click that image, it'll be redirected directly back to your store. If you need to make any changes down the line, if you come out with new products and you want to include these in the emails and tracking page, you can do so as well. So now the funky rocks, the last one was the pet rock family. These are the funky rocks. So I want to include 2 products so that you guys can see what this looks like on an actual tracking page. So just included the link as well. You can add up to 4 recommendations on the tracking page. So customers will be able to click those images and be linked directly back to Rod's Rocks. You can also, very similar to the delivery email, you can also set promotions here to link back to your store as well. In the tracking page, you can actually set 2 promotions or promotional images, however you want to see it. I'm using the same image just to show you how it looks like, but Rod's Rocks is only running 1 promotion, so I'm just actually going to remove one of them. Very seamless. Delete, and on the left-hand side, you can see this updates in real time so that you can get an idea of what your customers will see. You can also view test link, which will open a new tab, and this is what a customer will see if they were opening it from a laptop or computer.
Awesome. Thanks so much for sharing, Rodrigo. 100% agree with everything that you just stated. Tracking is super key to seamless post-purchase experience. Although another thing that's as equally important too is returns. A whopping 91% of customers say that the overall ease of their returns experience impacts their willingness to shop with the retailer again. And as you know, during the peak season, returns are pretty much inevitable. Whether it's the wrong size shirt, wrong pet rock received, or whether someone simply changes their mind. How you handle returns can make or break the customer experience. So providing a convenient returns experience shows customers that you care about their satisfaction even after that sale is made. This also helps you differentiate your business and meet today's customer expectations to keep your customers coming back. To set your business apart and offer customers the ultimate convenience, you should consider including a pre-printed return label in your packages. This really small step can significantly improve the customer experience by making returns so much easier for them. And the best part of this is, your business only gets charged if the return label is actually used, whether it's a UPS, FedEx, or USPS label. So there's no risk added to your business. In fact, in Shippo's 2023 State of Shipping report, we had learned that over 50% of businesses require customers to contact them for a return label, while only 5% include a return label in every box. So this just goes to show that offering pre-printed return labels can make your business stand out. At Rod's Rocks, for example, we sometimes have customers who receive the wrong pet rock family, or they just change their minds. So we like to include a pre-printed return label in our shipments to offer convenient returns to our customers. And with Shippo, providing a hassle-free returns experience is super easy, thanks to the automatic generation of return labels feature. So let me show you how simple it is to set this up within your account. So if you head to your settings, specifically the labels and packing slip settings page, and scroll down just a bit, you'll see an option to turn on automatic creation of return labels for outbound shipments. So I'm going to turn this on right here, and then click Save in the upper right-hand corner. And basically what this means is that every time you create a shipping label for an order, a return label will automatically be generated as well and ready for you to download and print out. So I'm going to head back to my orders page, And something important to note is that this will only auto-create return labels for orders that you create or import into Shippo after you've enabled the feature. So that means that any existing order on your orders page won't auto-create a return label, but all new orders that are imported or created will. So now, let's say I have a new order that just came in from Shopify. I'll create the label for my order, and you'll notice that when I scroll down here, the create a return label option is automatically marked. So a return label will be automatically generated with my purchase when I click on buy label. So now, just purchasing the label, I'm going to give it a few seconds. And voila, now all I have to do is basically hit download labels, and both the outbound label and return label will be attached to this PDF right here. So basically what you want to do is print out the return label and simply stick it inside of your outbound shipment. So in the instance that, let's say your customer needs to return the package, they don't need to worry about reaching out to you or going online to even generate a return label, nor do they even have to worry about printing a label whatsoever. They already have the pre-printed return label with them, making returns super convenient for both them and your business. Now, let's really think about the impact of a poor delivery experience on your business. Here's the stat that really puts this into perspective. 85% of consumers would stop purchasing from a retailer after a poor delivery experience. That just shows how critical it is to get shipping right. If customers don't receive their orders on time, or if they're frustrated by unclear tracking or difficult returns, they're likely to take their business elsewhere. This is why investing in a seamless shipping process isn't just a nice to have, it's essential for keeping your customers happy and loyal and for growing your business in the long run. So when customers know that they can rely on you for fast shipping, accurate tracking, and easy returns, they're more likely to stick with you. So now, as we close today's webinar, let's recap the key points that will help you make the most out of this peak season. So while this period presents incredible opportunities for growth with record-breaking sales expected for this year, it also comes with its own set of challenges. The key to navigating these challenges is preparation and optimization. So to truly capitalize on the increased demand, it is crucial to streamline your shipping processes now. Focus on speeding up your shipping with features like bulk order management or automations and custom tags so that you can handle high volumes more efficiently. And remember, elevating the customer experience is more than just about fast shipping. It's about providing clarity, reliability, and convenience at every stage of the process. So by offering transparent tracking and easy returns, you not only meet but exceed customer expectations, fostering trust and loyalty, and this translates into repeat business. And don't forget, customizing your branding on tracking emails and notifications can also greatly help you enhance your brand presence and keep your customers coming back for more. So in summary, the strategies that we discussed today are not just best practices, but are essential tools for turning the holiday rush into a period of sustained growth for your business. So with all that being said, I highly encourage you to explore how Shippo can help streamline your shipping process and make your life easier this holiday season. If you ever need help with anything like how to set up an automation or how to set up your tracking page, we're always here for you. You can feel free to reach out to us via email, or if you're on our Pro plan or Premier plan, you can contact us through live chat or give us a call. And as a reminder, we'll also be sending out a recording of today's session if you want to watch it back, as well as a link to a survey, as we'd love to hear from you about what topics you'd like us to cover in the future, and also how this webinar went for you. So just keep an eye out within your inbox for those items. Now it's time for a Q&A. All right, so let's take a look at what questions we had come in within the questions tab. So first up, we got a question asking, if I want to set up an automation that says if item name equals gray oversized t-shirt and if quantity equals 3, then assign a certain package template. Can I do that? Basically, is it possible to have 2 if rules for an automation? Rodrigo, would you like to take this question?
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, you can definitely have multiple conditions or if rules set to an automation, but keep in mind there can only be one action taken for that automation. If you need the same criteria to have multiple actions, you can create multiple automations that do different things, like assigning a package template and then assigning a service level. In the automations settings tab, you'll be able to move the priority of the automations. So from top to bottom is how Shippo will scan your orders, and same with automations, right? From top to bottom, the order of the automations is important. So just keep that in mind.
Awesome, awesome. Thanks, Rodrigo. The next question someone wrote in is, I have 2 different Wix stores. Can I connect both of them to Shippo? And if so, how can I know which orders are coming in from which store? So I can take this one. Short answer is yes. If you have 2 different Wix stores, you can connect them both to Shippo. So, whether you have 1 Wix store or 2 Wix stores or even 2 Wix stores and an Amazon store, you can connect them all into Shippo to easily manage your orders all in one place. And what's great about this is that there's also no limit on how many stores you can connect to Shippo. So if you have literally, you're selling on all the different channels like Amazon, Etsy, Walmart, Wix, everywhere, feel free to connect them all to Shippo. And yeah, again, all your tracking information will sync back into your store platforms, so that'll save you a bunch of time. In terms of differentiating your orders, you aren't necessarily able to do this by just looking at the orders on your orders page. But what you can do is use the store filter in the filter bar on the orders page. And basically, when you click on the store filter, it will just show you 2 different Wix stores, and you can select by whichever store you want to view your orders by. Cool. So the next question we received is, how many orders can I edit all at once? Rodrigo, do you want to take this one?
Yeah, happy to. So in the orders page, it depends on how many orders you're looking at. At the very bottom of the orders page, you'll see an option to display 25, 50, or up to 100 orders. So essentially, you can edit in bulk or buy labels in bulk for 100 orders at the max.
Awesome. Thanks, Rodrigo. So another question we got is, I want to do the pre-printed returns for my business. If a customer doesn't end up using a return label, what ends up happening? Do I need to request a refund to get the money I spent back? So answer to this is no, you don't need to refund the return label in order to get your money back. The way the return labels work is that they're pay on use. So what this basically means is that you won't be billed for the return label if the carrier doesn't scan it. So basically, requesting a refund for unused return labels isn't necessary whatsoever. All right, let's take a look at the next question. So someone asked, sometimes I have high priority orders and I'd like to mark them with tags, but I also want to mark my orders with other tags like 1 warehouse or 2 warehouse, so my team knows where to fulfill the orders. Is it possible adding multiple tags to one order? So I can take this one. Yes, it's definitely possible adding multiple tags to one order. There's no limit on the number of tags that you can add to an order. So really, you can feel free to add as many tags as you'd like. And there's also no limit on how many tags you can create either. So that's super nice. And if you ever want to, edit your tags or delete tags or add new tags, we also have a tag settings page that you can go to within your settings bar, and you can easily just, edit, remove any tags of your choice. We also got another question on tags. Someone asked, can I tag orders automatically based on the store they came from? For instance, Amazon orders versus Shopify orders. So unfortunately, you are not able to automatically tag orders based on store at this moment, but you can automatically tag orders based on things like destination, for instance. So like going back to the Rods Rocks example, the highest priority of orders for us were Canada, or shipments going to Canada and Mexico. So what we could have done is gone into the automation settings page and we could have created an automation rule that said, if package destination is equal to Canada and Mexico, apply this tag. And then we would put like apply the high priority tag. But yeah, that's a great question, and something we'll definitely relay back to our product team. So, all right, it looks like we are unfortunately at time now. So if we didn't get to your questions, we'll be sure to follow up after this webinar ends. And quickly, I just wanted to say thank you everyone for joining us all today. We really appreciate you spending your, morning, afternoon, night, wherever you're tuning in from. And for all the participation in the chat and, just also throwing in some really great questions. So we're excited to see how you'll use all the strategies to grow your business this peak season. So take care, and hope everyone has a great rest of their day.
Thank you, everyone. Bye.